Peter. So I need a Peter. You want to be Peter for me? Come on up here. Come on up here. Give him a hand. This is Peter. Awesome. Here. Awesome. So you can just... All right, so Peter's over here, and Peter's in the boat. He's on the water. He's one of Jesus' disciples. And pretend you're in a boat. How about you sit down right there? Okay, and that's your boat, okay? So rock back and forth a little bit. You're in your boat. There you go. Awesome. And Peter was on the boat one night with the other disciples. I need a couple other disciples. Jelena, you want to be another disciple? You come up here. And how about Peyton, you want to be a disciple? You want to be a disciple? Come on up here. Awesome. Give him a hand. Give all of them a hand. These are the disciples. We've got Peter, James, and John, okay? But we're focusing on Peter tonight, okay? And they're in the boat. They're rocking back and forth. Rock back and forth. Sway. You're in the boat. Rock back and forth. Okay, they're rocking. That's good enough. And the disciples were in the boat. They were crossing to the other side of the lake. And all of a sudden, they looked out, look across the distance, and they could see over there, they could see somebody walking on the water. Superman, you want to come over here? Yeah, awesome. All right, so you just stand right here. And they saw this guy, dressed in Superman attire, walking across the water. So you guys look over here. Make a telescope. There you go. And they saw him. Now, he's walking towards them. And you can stop right there. That's good. And they were looking out, and they started to say to each other, "It's a ghost. It's a ghost.
It's a ghost.
It's a ghost."
It's a ghost.
And they all thought, "It's a ghost on the water. He's coming for us." They were afraid, so act scared. They were scared. Here comes this guy walking on the water. You'd be scared too if this happened at the middle of the night. And this Superman guy's coming across the water, and he stops, and he yells over to them. He says, "Hey!
Hey,
It's me!
it's me,
Jesus!"
Jesus.
And they were all like, "Who?" "It's Jesus!"
It's Jesus.
And they realized that that's probably Jesus, the guy they've been following around all these years and walking around with, that was doing all those miracles and signs. Surely if he could heal the blind man, he could walk on water. And if he could calm the storm, maybe he could walk on water, right? And so they were like, "Oh, that must be Jesus." So they were amazed, act amazed. They were amazed. They saw Jesus out here dressed up like Superman. And so Peter said, "Jesus,
Jesus.
if that's really you,
If that's really you,
tell me to come out there,
tell me to come out there
to walk to you."
to walk to you.
Jesus said, "Come on out, Peter."
Come on out, Peter.
Peter did. So Peter stood up, and he stepped out of the boat. Make a big motion like you're stepping on the boat. And he stepped out of the boat, and he began to walk towards Jesus. Back up a little bit. And you stay right there. And Peter was walking on water too. Jesus gave him the power to walk on water. And he began to walk out towards Jesus. Go ahead and walk. And he was focused on Jesus. You can stop right there. And he was looking at Jesus, and he had his faith all on Jesus. He was trusting Jesus. He was trusting God. And then all of a sudden, he looked around, and there were a bunch of big waves. Here, you three boys, come over here. And you girls on the front row, come over here. Come on, and lay down and be big waves. Come on, beat them up.
Go ahead, Bella.
Be big waves. Make a lot of motion. There you go. Be waves. They're making motion. Awesome. Awesome. And he looked and he saw the waves over there. And he got scared. And you know what happened? Peter fell under the waves. So go down on your knees. And he wasn't walking on water anymore. He was struggling to swim. He couldn't swim, and he was trying to get up, and he was under the waves now. The waves were just crashing. Crash, waves, crash. There you go. Big waves, and he was under the water. He was afraid. And then he called out to Jesus. He said, "Jesus,
Jesus.
help me."
Help me.
And Jesus reached out his hand, and he took Peter's hand and pulled him out of the water. And he said, "Oh, you of little faith."
Oh, you have a little faith.
Good job. You guys can all go back to your seat. Give him a hand. Give him a hand.